right. All right. All right. One more time, Frank Monday coming at you. Straight out the ghetto, baby. What's happening? Twilight Zone Old Peking. Far behind the bamboo firewall. Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. Going live once again like Finnegan. So if you've got a yen to expand your kin, then let's get zen. Let's get zen, baby. That was Zen. This is Tao. Taoist Radio. Frank Monday coming at you on your headset. Hope y'all good looking sexy people are doing all right out in Happy Land tonight. Yeah. We got a 20% discount coupon coming up on the old wishy-washy dish soap. Check it out. You can find it in your Sunday reader. That's a 20% discount coupon for Thompson's 5 and Dime, the 5-pound box of wishy-washy dish soap. $4.99 comes with a complimentary wishy-washy dishcloth. Make sure you pick up a box for yourself or a loved one. Frank Monday, Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, self-appointed, self-anointed, and sui generis, coming at you. Tonight's topic, AI slop, do not engage. So I've been thinking a lot about this one, man, getting into it, thinking about it and wondering, should we continue creating when the AI can just do it all? Why not let AI Jesus just rescue all of us, right? And a lot of people are doing that, they're just letting the AI take over. Letting the AI run their lives, make their decisions, write their articles, write their emails. And that's okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't use large language models, Chat GPT, and others, DeepSeek, Gemini, whatever out there that you guys got going on. Use it, right? Use it and abuse it. But I will not engage. I received a mass mailer message in my inbox. I get a lot of emails and I seldom read any of them, to be honest with you, because I find even interacting with just the email, it seems somehow random and forced, and it just seems like it's not really people doing it anymore. If I do get an email from a person, if you are a person, if you have sent me an email out there, I apologize for not responding ASAP, but I like to check the emails maybe once a week, twice a month, something like that. So if there is an email or you have sent me a message on some other platform, I will be looking into it. Today is the day. I'm checking out the Discord right now. It's asking me to agree to new terms of service, and there are 50 plus new messages in the Lunar Light Entertainment Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, get in there. There's some good people in there chatting it up. It looks like we have one new member. Let me see who it is. We got Black Fast, Free Gift from God, Crystal K, Hurricane Padro, Jaguar Phil, Callie Karen, Love Me Goofy, Mary at Sea Level, MV, Rusalka, Sal Smith, Samick 3307, Shawnee, Special K, Tomas FSM, and Zephyr Avoxel. It looks like Zephyr Avoxel, you might be the new member. You, Special K, and I saw one new name in there. It looks like there's 3 new folks. You, Special K, and who else? MV. I'm not sure who MV is. Interesting. The One, the Sun, it says next to their name. Very clever. Very clever. Thank you for joining the Discord, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you do. Get over there. Mushroom Kayate coming at you 111 in the Happy Ideas room, the Chitter Chatter box. Keep it squeaky clean in the Chitter Chatter box with wishy-washy dish soap, guys. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this to some extent, right? And the AI Yeah, the lack of human interaction, the lack of responsiveness. And I thought to myself, self, have you got time for that shit? It's like something I checked out on a long time ago was my wife likes to order a lot of things off the internet, like, online shopping or whatever. And so a lot of times there's a knock at the door and it's the express mail delivery guy, and they'll set the packages by the door. And I used to fret over it and go out there and open the door and grab the package and bring it inside, maybe flip it around, look it over, get the bomb sniffing dog out, see what was up with it. But I don't know when it was, maybe a little over a year ago, I realized that takes time out of my life every day to interact with the packages coming in. And none of them are ever for me. Very, very rarely are they ever for me. And so I ordered a few tarot decks, and I realized that I hadn't even been paying attention to the express mail delivery for a long, long time, like probably over a year. And when I started looking for some of my own packages, I paid a bit of attention. But then I stopped again. Once I got my things in, I don't know, I think I ordered something like 10 or 12 tarot decks. And that may seem excessive and ludicrous, but I hadn't bought a tarot deck in 40 years. I've been reading the tarot with the same deck. And so I thought it was probably time to upgrade to a few new decks. And I realized how happy I was for not interacting with the express mail delivery packages coming to the door every day. And that's just one little aspect. I was cruising through the office today, and someone interacted with me who doesn't normally interact with me, and someone that's not really, we're not in the same program and stuff like that. And he's kind of an asshole. And he said he made some off-color comment to me, and I responded to him. And I thought, it left a little bit of bad blood between us because he's kind of a dick and he likes to kind of get a dick response. And it took no more than, 5 seconds of my life to respond and react to his attempted interaction with me. And then I thought about it in retrospect. And so I spent additional time thinking about it, right? And I decided that it wasn't even worth it. I shouldn't even have spent 5 seconds interacting. I should have just failed to engage, act like I didn't hear him, and then been on my way with my happy day. Because why interact with people who try to knock your dick in the dirt, right? Why interact with people who want to take the fucking jelly out of your donut? You know what I mean? Why interact with someone who's just there to try to dull your pencil, to rub off some of your shine, especially if you've already been down that road before, And I thought, so I made a sigil for it, and I put his name in it, and I trapped it in a demon box, a sigil with a pentagram of the tetragrammaton around it, and wrote a little ode on the outskirts, and then sealed it with my magic and hid it away. And I thought, that's it right there. That's the last motherfucking interaction I will ever have with that entity, that person. Now, I'm not saying anything dire is going to happen to him. Good God, I hope not. But if he suddenly disappears, I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised. But at least he will disappear from my RAS, right? My reticular activating system. There was a fella I worked with a few years ago. I worked with him for about 4 years, five years, almost 5 years. And he was kind of a pain in the ass, kind of like this guy. There's always that one guy, right? And I learned within the first year that he was up to no good, that he was a troublemaker and a bad mouth and always kind of dwelling in negativity. And I cordoned him off. I gave him his own office. In fact, I was above him in authority, but I said, the people in the main office, they're complaining about your behavior. I get a lot of complaints. I had to write him up several times. I think like 3 or 4 different times. I had to officially write him up, have a talk with him. One time I, kind of lost my fucking temper and yelled at him. And I'm like, well, fuck, just do your job and leave people alone. Stop bothering people. And so I ended up taking an office for myself and then giving him half of it. I gave him the better half. And I did that just so I could isolate the two of us into an office. And I thought, well, at least if he's bothering me, he's not bothering other people, right? And then I just made my workaday pursuits throughout the academy. I made them such that we never crossed paths. So anytime I was using the office, he was either in class or, busy with some other task. And anytime he was in the office, I was nowhere to be seen. And we ended up over the next 3-4 years or whatever after that, after I solved that fucking problem, we only crossed paths probably a half a dozen times. He continued to cause trouble for me and other people, but he was mitigated to a broom closet, right? And I don't mind being in a fucking broom closet. I don't need a goddamn office anyway. But now I'm a team player. I'm a guy that's amiable, easy to get along with, always a friendly word, looking good, this kind of thing. Walk by, the old, hey, looking good, the old finger cannon, right? And that's it. If I don't have anything nice to say, I don't want to say anything at all. That's what my father taught me when I was a kid. He said, hey kid, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Just keep your fucking mouth shut. And so many people out there, they pick at you. They're like, oh, I've noticed you've got this wrong or that wrong. And they never have a pleasant word for you. And they're always picking at it. It's like you've got that in the human realm already with NPCs. And so now you're going to deal with that with the algorithm and the AI. And so I've decided I'm just no longer going to engage. If it's AI slop, if I detect that it's mostly AI written, AI generated, AI whatever, I'm just not going to engage. If it's an email, a message, a comment, a video, do not engage. Just do not engage. So what about y'all good-looking, sexy people out there in Happy Land? How do you feel about it? Have you run across a situation recently or in the recent past where you had to interact with some robot caller, right? Or a robot mailer, some little piece of spam or an ad or some sort of AI trash or slop in your environment? And did you interact with it? And did you engage it to the level that you're promoting it, right? We have to do this collectively, guys. All the human beings out there in Happy Land that are remaining, if you are a human being with a soul and a spirit and a mind, right? And you're not just an NPC sewer dweller, provided you're not trapped in a septic tank somewhere way out in the fucking country, live streaming 12 hours a day, then you're probably a living, breathing human being. And I would recommend that you do the same. Take a deep breath. Hold for a minute and then say it with me. I will not engage with AI slop ever again. And I'm not saying you can't necessarily use AI for your own purposes, right? Get in there and do it. Use whatever you have to use, but realize that most thinking, feeling, breathing, living human beings are going to more and more be making the choice not to engage with the AI garbage. Isn't there enough room in life for like genuine artists and true beauty and IRL and other things from the human sphere to occupy our time with, that we've got to be inundated now? The algorithm has to keep shoving AI horseshit at us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mushroom Coyote's with me. Good looking out, Mushroom Coyote. I can appreciate it. Good fucking magic, right? I'm with you on this. Tired of it all. Yeah. So the only choice we can make, right, is just do not engage. Like I'm looking through my feed right now on my phone, and I got a video by Eric Dubé, just launched 15 hours ago. Freemasonic Hollywood 9/11 symbolism before 2001. That looks like a pretty decent video. Eric Dubé, I know the guy personally. I've chatted with him behind the scenes a few times. I've watched a few of his videos. I know that he's like a truther type community guy. It looks like he went through and edited it. He writes his own script. Pretty sure, he may be using Chat GPT for some of it, but for the most part, that's an entirely human engaged thing. It's only 12 minutes long. That'll be something I queue up and watch later, right? Monsieur Eric Dubé and Freemasonic Hollywood 9/11. So that's at the top. It looks like the algorithm heard me. Normally, there would have been an AI in slot 1 right there. So for some reason, they're promoting Eric Dubé. That's good magic. Next up, I got a shorts feed, and in my shorts feed, number 1 position, I got Choco Dogger, the Italian dog-headed man. It's that like bully pit dog that the guy puts his arms in a sweater and hides behind the sofa and like eats with the dog. That's fucking dynamite content. Choco Dogger's got like 5 million subs, and it's all just interaction with a guy and his dog. Right? What a wonderful thing. I found Choco Dogger about a month ago, and I've watched all Choco Dogger's videos, man. Choco Dogger's the shit. If you're going to watch a short, watch Choco Dogger eating a fucking kiwi. How exciting is that with his little pink hat on? Oh, what a thing. What a thing. Next up is Asmongold. Asmongold's right next to it. It says, "We are cooked." And I'll definitely check out Asmongold. I know the man personally. Just like I know him personally. He's a good guy. Yeah, I'll watch him. And then right underneath that, 2 pieces of AI slop. It's got 11 nations, women in the military. So it's that AI generated military slop with beautiful girls walking down the boulevard. And then it's got an AI slop video on the B-2 bomber. I will not engage with either one. In fact, going into the future, I will just ignore the AI slop when I see it. Right? I don't even see those videos. I'm not going to click on them. No matter how sexy those fucking they got 2 North Korean girls with pigtails. Now they got a couple of Norwegian girls. No matter how sexy they look, I'm not going to click on the motherfucker ever again. Any of them. No AI slop for me. I got Cash Jordan up next on the feed. And Jessie J. Oh, God. Of the few hip-hop singing gals that I've subbed to, Jessie J's right at the top of the list, man. She's that girl that did that. "We don't need your money. She's got a big old sexy mouth. Fucking perfect ass. I really like her. She's a good looking girl. So she's in my feed. I don't know what she's got here, but let's read it. It says Essex Live. Wow, she's still doing live shows? Don't Tease Me with a Good Time. Her new album. Nice. It's got 1,000K thumbs on it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the thumbs up on her, man. I like her a lot. Then Tucker Carlson comes up next in the feed. Some guy named Turkey Tom. Tech Moen. If you guys don't know Tech Moen, he reviews like 1980s technology stuff. Kind of a fun guy. I know his videos are all going to be handmade and edited, all his own scripting. And yeah, I'll check out him. Conspiracy Rabbit Hole with Terror Ted's Tales. So look, they don't have, even other than those 2 little shorts, they haven't fed me a single AI slop. You see that? They fucking knew, and they were listening to me. And before I even decided to steer away from it, it's entirely missing from my feed right now. Isn't that strange? Whereas 20 minutes ago, before I thought of this idea, they would have had fucking 90% of my feed would have been AI generated bullshit. And now I can't find a single one other than those 2 shorts. I got a Japanese channel that's reviewing starlets from the Japanese AV industry. Louis Rossman, he's the one that inspired me to make this video and to go live, because he mentioned something about it and it got me thinking. It got me thinking about it. It got me thinking about AI Jesus, right? And the AI horse shit out there. And I thought, man, that shit's bad mojo. We need to start staying away from all that garbage and just doing our own thing. So what other areas can you cut your attention away from to give yourself more energy and power and autonomy and authority in life, right? Like, I had a task at work due today, right? And you're probably familiar with the Parkinson's law of work expansion. Are you familiar with this one, Mushroom Coyote? Everybody out there in the chitter chatter box out in Happy Land, you guys know about Parkinson's law? It basically states that the amount of time that you allocate to a task will be the amount of time the task takes you to complete. So if you've got a job to do and you say, okay, I'm going to do this job, clean up the room, take out the trash, and I'm going to allocate to it 2 hours of time, then that task will take you 2 hours. And you'll kind of, you'll go about it, and you'll do this, that, or the other thing. And then you'll get really busy as you approach the 2 hour mark. And that task will take you exactly 2 hours. If, for example, you allocate 20 minutes to it, then you'll work really hard and diligent for 20 minutes. And you'll get it done in 20 minutes. So work expands to fill the amount of time allocated for it. Yeah? Are you familiar with this one? It's called Parkinson's Law. Hey, we got a visitor out in the Happy Land, out in the chitter chatter box. Make sure you're keeping it wishy-washy clean with wishy-washy dish soap. Neen Holland from, if I recall correctly, I don't know, I have to check my notes here. Just coming in to say hello. Good to see you again, Namira. Blessings and salutations to you. Right? I hope everything's going well with you and Shay. And I hope you've found resolution for your situation that we counseled on in the recent past. If you've sent me an email at all, or you've done anything and over there in the Netherlands that I'm not familiar with, then please forgive me, because I haven't checked emails in a couple of weeks, but I will be looking into it. Yeah, I will be looking into it. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you for saying hello. That's good magic. Namira, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Blessings, beloved. Mushroom Coyote says, I'm not familiar, but that is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I got distracted reading the chat, so I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about, Mushroom Coyote. You'll have to remind me. Otherwise, I'll wander too far afield and forget all about it. Oh, yeah. So contemplating the idea of what you can eliminate from your life that's taking some of your vital energy that you just don't really need to do anymore, right? Like I took a moment. So I was telling you about a workaday task that I had to do, and it was due. We had to get it done, supposed to have gotten it done by today, Thursday, November 6th at 5 p.m. And they said, turn it in before the end of the workday, before 5:10 p.m. And one of the subordinate managers, not our department manager, but one of the subordinate managers, messaged out a bunch of us in a group. Like there's a group with like 5 or 10 of us in it, and they're like, hey, can you get on top of that and send me that document by this afternoon? And I ignored it day one, right? That was on Monday or something. The mailer went out over the weekend. I didn't read it till Monday morning at 8 a.m. But like Monday before lunch, the subordinate manager's already asking for the document. And so I ignored that message entirely. Didn't respond to it, right? Then Tuesday, they sent out a reiteration of that message and said, hey, I'd really like to see that document when you guys get it finished up. Make sure you send it over to me this afternoon. So I waited. I circled the original department head's request for when it should be done, right? And I waited until 5:08 on Tuesday, right before work was about to get out. And then I sent that message to the group saying, oh yeah, I'm busy getting this document together. I hope to have it to you by the deadline. And then I put that screenshot in there with the actual deadline circled, which is still like 48 hours out, right? And I thought, there you go, motherfucker. I'm going to start working on it 1 hour before it's due, right? I'm going to give it 1 hour of my time. And that's what I did. I gathered all the data by hand without use of the computer, went around, checked with all of the stakeholders involved, and wrote down the data on paper. And I decided, all right, I tried to figure out how long it would exactly take me to put it into the file, right? to do the data entry for it. And I decided I could probably knock out this data entry within 20 minutes, but I'm going to give myself an hour in case something goes wrong, in case the computer jams, because I'm using a work computer. And it worked out exactly like I'd set it up, right? Took me about 20 minutes to get the data entry in. The work computer froze twice, had to reboot it once. Once an entire batch of files was lost and had to be re-entered, right? And I was like, I knew it. If I would have allowed 30 minutes for it, the computer probably would have only frozen and needed to be rebooted once, right? But since I allowed for an hour, the computer froze twice and needed to be rebooted. And I finally got it done. And at 5:09 on my way out the door, I pushed send. And they got it exactly 1 minute before its due time, before the deadline. Because I won't send it in late, but I'll send it in exactly on time. And I followed the instructions better than anyone else. I saw other people sending theirs in early and fucking it up, and then having to redo it and sending it in like 3, 4, 5 times until they got it right. And I'm like, look at these people. Are they not smart enough to wait until the last goddamn minute? Because I learned early on that if you finish work early, they will give you additional work. And if they give you a deadline and you turn it in too soon, oh, heaven fucking forbid, man. They're going to say, wow, everyone got that done pretty quick. I guess I can go ahead and assign 3 or 4 more tasks, right? Before the end of the week. So don't be stupid, people. Just do not engage. What's the matter with you? Sometimes I feel like jumping over my fucking cubicle and grabbing some of these NPCs by the scruff of their neck and slapping them one good time in the mouth. Say, what's the matter with you? How dare you send that in early? You're trying to make the whole fucking team look bad? What's the matter with you? Aren't you a team player? Jesus Christ, people. Learn. Live and learn, man. Some people just haven't figured it out yet. They're go-getters. They're young. They're like, I'm getting the crunch on, baby. I'm going to ghost and grind. Yeah, you better not. You absolutely better not. Well, just get it done right. Get it done one time. Send it in on time. Don't be a fucking superhero. When you take off your shirt, do you have an S on your chest or something? Is your fucking alter ego Clark Kent? What's the matter with you? Anyway, so I thought I would express a little bit of this sentiment to you guys, and I want to know about you, though, Wayfarer out there in Happy Land. What are you doing to save time, talent, and energy? Right? You might be using the AI for your benefit. I hope you are. Especially for those workaday tasks that don't even matter, that nobody's ever even going to read anyway. Right? That everyone's going to say, okay, I can allocate 15 minutes to that task at the end of the week. Right? If those are the things, let the AI interact with the AI. Definitely do that. Don't waste your fucking time on any of that horse shit that doesn't matter. But where can you shave a little off here and a little off there so that you're able to do more of the things that actually do matter, like cruising around and talking to your colleagues, right? Paying them a nice compliment, spreading the love, getting out there and maybe giving somebody a shoulder rub if they're commiserate with it, getting a little more intimate, sitting down next to them, put on an extra squirt of perfume, right? Brush your teeth, go to lunch early, knock off early if you can, right? Slip in just before the morning bell and slip out just after the evening bell, right? Make sure you keep that time for yourself. Come online a little more often and talk to old Frank Monday, right? Why don't you hit the like button one time? That's not going to cost you anything. It's just a simple slide of the keyboard over there to the like button. And you just click on it. Do it now. Just go ahead and click on that like button for me if you would. I'd really appreciate it. It certainly puts the lead in my pencil. You know what else puts the lead in my pencil, Wayfarer? Is when you check me out on buymeacoffee.com and click all the like buttons on the articles I wrote over there. There's an entire section of posts where I used to write essays and stuff, and those are all handwritten essays. Not a single fucking one is AI generated. I started this Buy Me a Coffee page before AI was even available to do stuff like that. So you guys can check it out, buymeacoffee.com. And we're at the middle of the hour. Put a little something in the tip jar. I don't put the lead in my step. Yeah, so it's good magic, man. Hitting the like button again doesn't cost you anything. Sub the channel. Tell a friend to sub. Jump up on panel with me sometime and say hello. Fuck, if you haven't already, you know. Some of you have at some point. I've done my monologue. I've done my 30-minute monologue, and I think it went fairly well. Right? It is what it is. I will drop the link in the comments box, and if you're out there in Happy Land and you'd like to say hello, then join me on this topic. Right? How can we stop engaging with the AI slop? I don't even think I could pin this fucking comment. It's so stupid here on StreamYard. I guess I could go over to my YouTube page on my phone and pin it. That's all. I'll figure this shit out one of these days, guys. You're dealing with a bit of a Luddite. Yeah, I can pin the message. Nice. I pinned it. So now you can see it there at the top. If anyone wants to join me, we can talk about the AI slop and how to avoid engaging in it. You know, I'm done with it. I'm over it. Fuck, stop it already. If you're a small creator and you can't make art and content and thumbnails and stuff like that, a little bit of it's okay. As long as 90% of your stream is generated by human interaction and your own editing and stuff like that, then that's all right. You know, a little bit of AI, it never hurt anybody, right? A little bit of AI never killed anybody. But these channels that have been popping up, they're AI created, they're AI scripted, AI voice, AI video, AI edited, right? They're created by YouTube to siphon away views from actual human creators. They're trying to replace us here on YouTube. If you can't see that, then what the fuck's the matter with you? Take off the blinders, take off the blindfold. Yeah? They're trying to replace everyone with the AI slop, and they boost them into the algorithm, right? They're not naturally grown things. They're artificially created. And then they give them 100,000 subs or whatever, get them off to a good start, 100,000 free sub bump. And they're the ones saying, oh, they're going to be generating the capital back into their own machine. The machine lies, guys. If you haven't figured that out, then there's something terribly, terribly wrong, right? And I was watching The Machine Lies today, as much free time as I had while at work. You know, you got to be careful if you get caught at work watching YouTube. They don't like that shit, man. Motherfuckers, they're going to be coming after me, looking over my shoulder with the cameras and be like, are you watching TML during the day when you should be focused on workaday tasks? Right? And I'm like, no, that wasn't me, man. It must have been somebody else. Were you looking over my fucking shoulder? Yeah, I don't go over to other people's place where they hang out and tell them how to suck dick. What you doing over here telling me how to run my day? All right. TML, guys, if you haven't watched him, make sure you get over there and check him out. He's got one of the only living shows left on the platform.
The lies of the machine on the machine that lies. Basically, you know, on the stream, The Machine Lies, we're taking a very critical look at technology. So the reason we're doing that is because we're looking at the medium that is used to communicate, right, and transmit information, right? We don't think that any form of mediation is neutral, right, but it's laden with values. And so I think that the well has been polluted by technology. So obviously we take a critical look at technology, right? Okay, we're looking at different concepts in relation to technology, right? In terms of philosophy, right? And in terms of religion. Now, that is one of the main purposes of the show, is that we really look at where technology and religion, science, and spirituality, where those things intersect, right? Because there's a crisis of the modern world in which there's a majority of the modern world is religious people. Their mindset is secular, and the means they employ are secular. We're living in a post-liberal, post-human, post-geological age, right? So we're talking about the death of liberalism, the rise of the world technological system. Now, we do think that, okay, there's a considerable level of, externalization of the ego, okay, and mediation of ourselves through the means we employ. So obviously, we shape tools, but the tools we use shape us, right? So that's one of the main things we're trying to get across on the show, is how technology changes human psychology. If you question the means you employ and what the objective factors of power are in our age, right, then that's the most important question you can ask. Right, that's the most critical stance you could actually take, right? Like, most people don't question, how or what means they use to question, to ask the question itself, right? So we're actually taking a critical look at technology, right, as a primary form of communication, as an objective factor of power in our age, right? And we think that basically we're assuming that a lot of the stuff that we see through this medium is totally made up, right, fabricated, and that is based on the fact that it is artifice. It's produced by a machine, right? So we talk about the lies of the machine on the machine that lies. So,
All right. Yeah, there it is there. That is Kong over at The Machine Lies, TML. You can find him here on YouTube, The Machine Lies 9534, man. Get over there and check it out if you haven't already. He's a good guy, man. He's a human being, reading from the classics and from literature, and really putting forward what I like to call the invisible college, right? Sages, all of them over there. There's Avian Buddha, there's Lone Wolf, Reddington. Occasionally DK shows up and throws a fucking drunken boxing fucking wrench in everybody's, a monkey wrench in everybody's works. But he's a good guy. A lot of good people over there, man. Dr. D was in the house earlier. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Good magic to you, brother. From another mother. Turns out me and Dr. D have both have an ancestor, his grandfather and my father, who served on the USS O'Brien. I'm not sure if I think I would imagine that his grandfather was probably on there during World War II, same as my father. So very interesting. That was the busiest battleship in U.S. naval history. 13 Silver Stars fought in every battle, was there at D-Day, Normandy, bombing the shores, was involved in all kinds of South Pacific operations, Atlantic operations. That motherfucking boat went everywhere and just fired its cannons. Killing evil is what they did. Yeah, they fucking blasted evil out of our realm for a while. It's back, though. It's back. And it looks like we're going to have to roll out the U.S. Navy and start blasting more evil out of the kingdom. If it wasn't for the U.S. killing evil, we would already have been overrun multiple times. We'd be fucking up to our goddamn ears in it. Why didn't that bring my picture back up? That was kind of weird. All right, yeah, good magic, man. AI Slop, do not engage. There's a couple of creators that use a little bit of AI for their video generating and stuff that I still look at, but I know the person personally. I know them outside of the Happy Land experience. I actually know them in Happy Land, and so not just the digital world. Yeah. And so I think that that's probably the only exceptions I'll make going into the future. But for the most part, once again, if it wasn't human created, if it's an audiobook that wasn't read by a person, didn't take the time and energy and the heart, then it's just not going to have the spirit in it. Here's a really good one. It's a little late in the game, but I need to let the old voice box rest for a minute. So I am going to let you guys enjoy The Invocation of Tahuti, read for you by Israel Regardi, Sir Francis Regardi, of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, let's get our magic on with the Invocation of Thoth by Israel Ragardi.
Invocation of Thoth. Procul, o procul esti profani, or lasti ompeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ivy's head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who accompany the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Ptah floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise up flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Kepra, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of Ptah when he createth his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. Thoth, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God the vast one may be obedient unto me.
So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Leolam. Amen. Well, all right. Yeah, that's good magic right there. That was Sir Israel Regardi of the Hermetic Brotherhood of the Golden Dawn, right? And he was giving us the old invocation of Tahuti. Hail unto thee who art Ra in thy rising, even unto thee who art Ra in thy strength, who travellest over the heavens at the uprising of the sun. Tahuti, god of magic, standeth in his splendor at the prow. Rahor abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of twilight. Once again, like Finnegan, guys, we are going live here from the central kingdom of the celestial dragon Twilight Zone, Old Peking, far behind the bamboo firewall, broadcasting from atop a crystal pyramidion, out across the aethers and over the vast, expansive sea level plain, straight into your headset. I hope you are doing well, Wayfarer, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Hit the like button for the Algobots, guys. All right, keep them barking like Pavlov's dog. Woof, woof. Because aren't we all just barking for the machine? So let's get back into it. Today's topic is AI slop and do not engage, right? So just fucking do anything you can to avoid it, right? Take every precaution to clearly look at a video. And if you detect even the slightest fucking hint of AI garbage in it, then just ignore it, denounce it, say, get behind me, Satan, right? What did the Christ, Jesus Cristo, empower us to do? To cast out demons and raise the dead. Matthew 10:8. I charge you to cast out demons and raise the dead. Those are two very powerful commandments from Jesus. He didn't give that many, right? Only half a dozen or something. Moses gave 10. Jesus himself, he only asked you to do a few things, right? Love your neighbor as yourself, worship God and only God, and have no other God before him, right? And then get out there, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, and cast out demons and raise the dead. So I'm always wondering about that part of the necromantic magic, right? The necromancy, and how we go about it. The dead are among us, and we have to raise them, right? In our hearts and minds, bring back those wayfarers, travelers, ascended ancients, all of the good people in your life, you know, family, friends, and others who have passed beyond. You need to bring them back up. Socrates and Lao Tzu, Mengzi and the Buddha, people like the Buddha, you know, they like Krishna. Those are the dead we're meant to raise. It's their wisdom. By raising those dead back up and promoting their wisdom among men, That's how we get it done. That's what it means to me. What does it mean to you? Let me know. Put it down in the fucking ideas box. Put it in the chitter chatter box. But keep it squeaky clean, guys, with wishy-washy dish soap. You get the 5-pound box. It's Thompson's 5 and dime with a 20% discount coupon that you can find in your Sunday reader. It's $4.99 for a 5-pound box. Buy one for a friend or a family member. Just get it. No matter which way you look at it. Wishy-washy dish soap with the free complimentary wishy-washy dishcloth will keep your bowls and balls squeaky clean. And everybody loves clean balls, right? You don't want to be running around out there with some dank old moldy balls, right? Get yourself a 5-pound box of wishy-washy dish soap today. Yeah, make sure you get it. And if you stop by Thompson's 5 and dime on a Sunday, they've actually got complimentary cups of coffee. And a hot dog. A hot dog's only a nickel. The cup of coffee's free. And they make good coffee over there. They've got that Colombian Supremo. Very tasty stuff. Constantly brewing in the percolator. And if the pot's running low, just throw on another bag of Juan Valdez's Colombian Supremo. Yeah, so make sure you get it done, guys. I'm not going to keep fucking reminding you. You know, you out there running around with stinky, dank, nasty balls because you didn't pick up the 5-pound box of wishy-washy. That's your own goddamn fault, right? Don't tell them Frank Monday didn't warn you. So get over there and get it done and tell them Frank Monday sent you. Thompson's over at the 5 and dime. He likes me, man. He's a good guy. Oh, yeah. It's good magic. Guys, we're having quite a show here. We're about an hour in, though, and I've been monologuing pretty much the entire time, and I'm trying to get some feedback and interaction, and it just doesn't seem to be hitting tonight. So I'm gonna play a couple of songs here and see if anybody shows up, wants to chat, and if not, I'm probably gonna roll off into the abodes of the future. I've got one that is written by a friend of mine, Dweller of the Dark. He's a good guy. He's getting a lot of good work done. He makes tons of audiobook videos read by his own voice. He does use some AI art in the background, but he's a young upcoming creator and he's doing most of it by hand, right? And he wrote this song, The Devil's Down in Judas Mill. I like it a lot. I got a couple of songs on the playlist that I like, but we'll go with this one first. And then we'll hang around and we'll do a little puff pass and see if anybody shows up. And if not, you know, we might have to call it a night.
Eagles flying high, cats on the prowl, devils in your bed, their whispers so loud, witches on my heels, so they'll steal, running in the dark, truth they conceal, blood on the walls, spattering us safe. I can't help but then, no time to think. Hounds howl at night, shadows in the light, fear in every breath, eyes wide with fright. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. Blood on the walls, spattering us sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. But on the walls, splattering a sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think.
All right. That was Dweller of the Dark with God Can't Help the Dead. But that's our job, guys. Me, you, and the other of those that are followers of the Christic energy, right? It's our commandment to heal the sick, cast out demons, and raise the dead. Those are some of the things we need to get done according to the gospel, right? Matthew 10:8. It's going to be the one part of the gospel that I actually live up to, a little necromantic invocation and raising of the dead. I'm going to bring back those old dead wise guys, Socrates, Lao Tzu, Mengzi, Sunzi, Plato, Shangzi, all the old ancient greats of Chinese alchemy and the tradition of wisdom. No se te ipsum, Wayfarer, know thyself, tu es Dios, for thou art God. Remember, O neophyte, goodness alone is power, silence is strength, will regaineth omnipotence, and love lieth at the foundation, because love is the law, love under will, and do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Until next time, Wayfarer, I will see you in the abodes of the future. Keep getting out there and shaking your moneymaker. Check me out at www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Money. Pull something in the tip jar. That'll keep the lead in my pencil, the pep in my step, and the jelly in my donut. Until next time, everyone, good magic, carpe diem, and ad astra per aspera. Much love, and bye for now.